Peace, 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 peace. It's your boy, Non-Royalty, aka Knowledge Mind. Welcome to Good News and Divine Warning Ministries. Man, the universe put a lot on my mind to share today. And I want to share something about this message is for a particular person, whoever. It might be for a few people. Whoever really tune in to check this message out is really for them. Because like I said, nothing happens by coincidence. Everything happens by divine timing. And I wanted to say, don't worry about people when you go around them and they get to acting funny towards you or pushing you away and you realize like, damn, what did I do to these people? Or why they acting like this to me? Or why they don't want me around? And I'm a very kind-hearted person, you know what I'm saying? I'm real respectful. I'm the realest person around, you know what I'm saying? I get the person the shirt off my back. I do this, I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very humble. A lot of people don't want you around because, first of all, you got the light. First of all, you got to understand what the light is. The light is of good divine energy of God, you know what I'm saying, of the universe. And when you got that light within you, you become that, you know what I'm saying, which everybody tries to become. Like, you become this divine being. So God manifested in the flesh. When you walking and thinking in righteousness and thinking in divine thoughts and things, you become that, because you are what you think you are. So if you think you a God or a king or something divine, you are that, but not by doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just see, a lot of motherfuckers nowadays, they got the wrong perception. See, this media, this music and all this shit, it's making motherfuckers think they always gotta be some type of way. They always gotta be, they can't be, real. And their definition of real today ain't even real. But what I mean by that is, you can't be like respectful to another brother when you see him. If you're coming in the store, open up the door for him, hold the door up for him. When you're talking to another brother, make eye contact with him, complimenting other brothers, motivating other brothers throughout the time. If you see a brother dressed sharp, give him compliments. Hey brother, you fresh. Hey, I like your style. I like your swagger. You know what I'm saying? Motivating him to keep, staying fresh like he is. Instead, a lot of motherfuckers got these demonic spirits in them, which is calling. Y'all can see that light shining in the back. It's like keep gleaming into the lens. That's that light. But when people are living in darkness, your light blinds the demons. It distracts the demons that has them in darkness. So in other words, when you come around, it's almost like you a light bulb yourself. Your actual whole presence is a light bulb. Your characteristic traits, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you eat, the way you do everything is a light bulb. And when you're around certain individuals and people who have a lot of insecurities, live in darkness and things like that, it's like when you're around, it's almost like they try to act like you a problem. You're like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I'm quiet. I'm minding my own business. I'm respecting you. I'm respecting your whatever. I'm respectable. And then you realize you're not physically doing anything to them. Just being you and who you are and your divine light God gave you is disturbing their demons. And it's making them feel super, super insecure around you. So even if they faking the funk that they blessed and they spiritually blessed and things like that, when the real, just like for instance, when you got, like, say for instance, you never knew what real Air Force Ones looked like, but you just knew Air Force Ones was a popular name, but you didn't know what the real ones looked like. But you finally get a pair of Air Force Ones, and you look at them, you like, these motherfuckers look nice. They nice looking. I like these motherfuckers. These bitches are clean. And you think your shoes are all that, and it's a bag of chips, and it's the shit. Until you really see the real Air Force Ones, and you realize, yeah, my shit look okay, but those are the real ones. The real ones got more features on them. It got more better. It's made out of better material than the fake ones are. Then you realize you got the fake. So when you come around people who ain't never seen the real before, because like I said, it ain't too many. Like I say, we of the chosen are of a rare species. So therefore, we like the way I was thinking to myself, like, well, shit, the 144,000, right? When we look at it from that perspective, we're like, well, we scattered all over the planet, maybe even in other galaxies. But what I'm saying is, when we come around, we are a rare breed. Some of us are rare breeds when we come around. That's why people treat us different, because we're a rare breed. Some of us treat us disrespectfully, and some of us treat us like royalty. But most of the time, you're going to get people that's going to treat you disrespectful just because you're a rare breed. You're not like the rest of the world, so you're something different. You're something divine. And when you come around, you shed a light on their flaws, their insecurities, things that they hiding. So when you come around, people look at you and look at the motherfucker that's trying to act holy and be spiritual and try to act like that. They realize you the real deal, because they realize this motherfucker, Yeah, he's a cool person. He's easygoing, this and that, but he still does this, and he still does this, and he still sometimes he still have his little ways where he talk behind people's backs and things like that, and he try to justify it and things like that. But when you come around, they see that you was a real deal. Like when motherfucker come at you. Hey, you remember what's his name? Say, hey bro, I don't want to hear nothing about dude, bro. If you gonna say something about that man, speaking in front of the man. Don't say it in front of me, cause I, what I'm saying, I don't feel comfortable talking about people when they ain't here. And the motherfucker looking at you like, this nigga's different. This nigga right here different. Damn. Well, I don't like this nigga no more because now I see that he doesn't feed into the shit that I feed into. Like, I like the gossip, and I'm trying to gossip to this nigga right here, but he don't like the gossip. So now I don't like this nigga just because he don't like the gossip. And they realize that you the real deal and you ain't with that gossip and shit. You get what I'm saying? You the type of person, like, if you gonna talk about this man, wait till he come around. And no disrespect to you, but at the same time, that ain't how I get down. And I'm not saying whatever you doing is wrong. If you're gonna talk about the man behind his back, you do that, but don't involve me in it. About me not wanting to be involved in it, they see that I'm the real deal. This person ain't around, I'm still being loyal to this person, but you trying to be fake and you see that I'm the real deal. It's almost like now I don't like you now, because it's almost like they on some deceitful shit and they realize that you the real deal and you ain't on that deceitful shit. So they realize almost like you either with me or you're against me. So when a lot of people see you walking righteously and they deceitful and they got a lot of evil, fucked up ways, and we all ain't perfect, we all got some fucked up ways, but most of us are perfecting each and every day. We're trying to perfect each and every day. When you're around those individuals that ain't making no perfection, that's just sitting around watching you all day, watching you perfect, but they ain't making no perfection, those are the people that get insecure when you come around, because you are what they should be, or you doing something that they should be. You are a reflection of what they could be if they would act a certain way, move a certain way. Y'all might have the same salary, you might have the same house and the same car. But the thing is, with this person, he doesn't have a gratitude spirit to be able to appreciate these things and be able to use these things for the service of other people, to help other people. Instead, they want to gratify their own self. Just like with these rappers nowadays. I ain't disrespecting no rapper, because I'm a music artist too. And when y'all get these checks, it's a beautiful thing when y'all get these checks. But when motherfuckers get these checks and they just blow it on like senseless shit, like whatever a person want to blow their money on, they can. But bro, like there's like plenty of problems. A lot of us black folks have. We have plenty of problems. And I'm going to go ahead and touch on color now, because this channel I'm touching on like spiritual things. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on the color of the spirit of the physical man. We black folks lack a lot of intelligence when it comes to the dollar. Most of us do. And see, we've been so fucked up in life. When we get money, we like to celebrate. We feel like we made it when we get some money, because we've been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We went through a lot of shit, a lot of trauma in America. So when we get $1, we feel like we succeeded. Oh, we got some money. We got a couple million. Nigga, we ballin'. We succeeded. And not really understanding, nigga, you ain't never succeeded until you take that money and build something with it. Because being successful and getting money and just buying the things that you want, yeah, that's a good feeling to have things that you want. But after you buy the things that you want, you're going to want more and more and more and more and more and more. The physical man is never fully satisfied. It always wants more. Think about the times when you got a new phone, and then a couple months later or a year down the road, you wanted another one. The same thing when you got a woman or a boyfriend or whatever. Some people, when they get these things, if they don't have the ego man in control, when they get these certain things, the egos, the body, the flesh is always gonna want. It's never gonna be satisfied. Just like when you feed the body food, roam. It takes away that hunger for a minute. But then the body wants to eat again. The body is never fully satisfied. You can't just eat one time and never have to expect never to eat again a day in your life. The body always going to want to eat. And just like the body always going to want, the mind of the physical man is always going to crave physical things. Always going to want rank, want status, want all this. And a lot of motherfuckers get this money and they buy all these jewelry, these cars, these clothes, which is nice things to buy and have. But they don't think about what they need to be fixing before they buy these things. Well, I got all this money. What do I need to be fixing in my community? Or what do I want to fix in the world that I don't like, that I can take this money and create? Well, some shit that happened to me in my childhood that I didn't like, and I feel like it's still going on, that I can take this money and create so other kids or other people ain't got to experience this shit. See, we don't take our money and try to build solutions to problems. We take our money and try to build comfort things for ourselves, and then realize the comfort is only it's temporary, and the comfort is never going to last all forever, and eventually the comfort is going to die down. The comfort is just it's like drugs. When you get high, you high for a while. It depends on what you high on. You have some good weed, you have for a few hours, then later on you come back down, you're ready to roll up another blunt. A lot of folks, they seek they see us star seeds, and look, I'm getting lost right now. Us chosen ones, when we come around people, we show them that we content in everything that we doing, everything that we have. And sometimes to them they wonder like, how this motherfucker just so serene. He just so serene. He got just this and just that, but he's just so serene. Because I know that I have an abundance in the spirit. I know that the universe gave me abundance. I know whenever I need something, I'm provided for. I'm never without. Whenever I need something, I do get it. Might not get it when I want it, but I get it when I need it. See, it's the difference between wanting and need. See, a lot of people that's of the world, that's of the physical flesh, they always want, but they never think about what they need. See, motherfuckers that give their money, see these labels and these big corporations and political people that give their money to certain motherfuckers and give their money to certain people, and you be like, oh well, they signing a lot of young black artists and they giving money away and they just signing them, because they don't know what the fuck to do with it. Now, if you give the money to a motherfucker that has an intellect, that has a high intelligence, they can be like, we can't give that nigga no money. We can't, like, listen to my music. If y'all listen to my music, listen to my music. Now, I know my music is far way better than some of the motherfuckers that's in the industry right now that's in the rap game. I ain't trying to toot no horn, but my music is way better. But you think that the major labels gonna come and try to dig for me when I'm speaking about the certain shit that I be speaking about? No, they want me to speak about that dumb shit that a lot of these other guys speak about, mumbling about pussy, money, cars, and clothes, and killing each other. But some of that might be indulged in some of my music. I didn't put some shit in my music before that, but I always got a deep message hidden in my music. If I'm gonna speak about some shit like that, at the end of the song, I'm gonna give you an understanding and solution to what's going on. A lot of these niggas just talk about just about worldly shit in their music. It really has no deep meaning. It might have a deep meaning in the physical sense, but it had no deep meaning in the spiritual. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, my music's still hood, it's still street. I like to call my shit street mysticism, where I still speak what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Live in the streets and grew up in the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm far from a lane, but I don't look at myself as no thug ass nigga. I don't look at myself as a thug. I look at myself just as a rider, a warrior, a king, a god, and the one that's gonna stand on his throne when I got to. But I never walk around this motherfucker thinking I'm tough and I'm the baddest motherfucker in the world. That's for the motherfuckers who think they the baddest and think they tough and all that. People like that. But people that ain't going for none is the ones that's humble like myself. But at the same time, I ain't gonna let a motherfucker run over me neither. But at the same time, I'm respectful. See, a lot of motherfuckers think they always got to be hostile and angry and gangster. Just like when I was sharing with my mom's husband at one point in time, we was talking and shit, and they was talking about how he walks around. He said, I don't walk around smiling. I always walk around with a mean mug on my face, so somebody know not to touch me. And not understanding that energy is energy. Most of the time, you attract what you try not to attract. You get what I'm saying? So if you walking around mean mugging motherfuckers and thinking that's gonna keep motherfuckers away from you, one day you might pull that energy to you and get a motherfucker that want to fight and look at you like, okay, he look like he want to fight, I want to fight too. Me, I'm not afraid to smile and say hey and open the door and say excuse me and shit to people. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Oh, this nigga's a punk. He's a bitch because he's saying excuse me, or he's holding the door, or he's this and that. I bet you won't test my nuts though. Nigga, I'm supposed to be respectful. That's what God told us. That's what the universe ordained for peace to be on earth. We always trying to be hostile and always trying to be thuggish and gangster to oppress people. We wonder why so many murders and shit going on now. Why so many murders? Why so many things going on? Because we live in the ego. Motherfuckers don't never look at another person as they look at themselves. When I'm walking into a building and I see a brother behind me, I'm thinking about me being behind me. What would I do if I was walking behind a brother and I just had the door open and just shut it in his face like, fuck this nigga. If he behind me, I don't know this man from Adam and Eve. He ain't never done nothing to me. I don't know this man. Hold the door open. Hey, here you go, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. These motherfuckers look at you, look you up and down, and let the door shut in your face like, fuck you. Or if you hold the door before then, they look at you like, okay. Well, I'm not looking for a thank you. It would have been nice if you said thank you, but I'm not looking for a thank you. I'm doing that, to be respectful. That's a respectful thing to do. But you just looking at me like that, by me holding the door, I could have held the door open for you. You could have just walked on in and continued by your way. You didn't have to say shit. You didn't have to look at me. I still would have been respectful enough to say, okay, no hard feelings. Because I'm not expecting a thank you. But when you hold the door open for a motherfucker and they look at you like up and down, like, okay, nigga, what you want me to say? Thank you? Yeah, it'd be nice if you said thank you, but I'm not looking for a thank you, motherfucker. I did that because that's the human thing to do because you're right behind me. I ain't gonna let the door shut in your face. That shit I just don't do. It ain't need me to do no shit like that. That's why I got the God light, because it's the God energies in me. And it's just not in me to do no shit like that. And niggas can call me lame or whatever y'all want to call me. You can call me whatever. Just like I don't condone the men cheating on their wives. Whatever a man does, he can do whatever he want to do. But don't come talking to me about, oh man, this bitch I slept with last night, bro. I know your wife and I respect your wife, so don't come telling me no shit like that. If you want to do that, go share that with your buddies and your other friends and shit. But don't share that with me, because I don't condone it. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't going to say nothing to your wife about it. I ain't going to say nothing to you about it again. It's just none of my business who you slept with. I don't want to hear about no shit like that. Hey, bro, you know what? Yeah, I had this little bitch. And knowing I know your wife. No, I talk to your wife. I know your wife. You get what I'm saying? I ain't going to expose who this person is, but I know your wife. It's like a motherfucker, almost like my sister. But I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell a motherfucker that, they get to looking at me like I'm a bad person, because I don't want to hear you talking about you sleeping with another woman after on your wife, somebody I respect as a sister. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of motherfuckers look at me like this is a rare breed of a nigga. Different breed. No, I am the real deal. A lot of us that's thinking that we the real deal are the fake deal, because what man told you to be is other than what the universe told you to be and what self told you to be within yourself. Then hell, you the fake deal, because being yourself is the real deal. And shit, it's just some shit I don't condone too. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I had a marriage too. My shit went down the drain. You know why? Because I fucked up before I ever got married. I did some foul shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's karma on my behalf, and that's why I don't condone other motherfuckers doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it, that's your own bed you lay in it. But don't get me mixed up in it, because then I'm mixed up in your karma. I'm condoning it. I'm over here letting you tell me the story of you sleeping with a woman that I respect, sleeping with on a woman that I respect, and I'm over here cheering you on in the story, but going to her face and respecting her. That's like I'm condoning you to do this shit. Then motherfucker gonna tell me, oh, don't let him mess your marriage up. First of all, I would never mess a motherfucking marriage up. First of all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You gonna mess your own shit up. And that's why I stay out of a lot of motherfuckers' relationships. A motherfucker always trying to accuse me of this and this and that, because I'm the type of person that's gonna be truthful and give you advice. And they always try to say, oh, you this, you that, you do this, you do that, because I keep it truthful with them. That's why people don't want us around. People don't want you around because your light shines upon their darkness. You a type of person that will not let motherfuckers just come at you any type of way. You gotta let it be known, like, hey, even if, like, this is how real I am, this is how deep that the divine is within me. No matter if I wanted to do wrong, my conscience won't let me do it. You get what I'm saying? It just won't let me do it. Conscience. Some people I get mad at and I might cuss at and wish bad things on. I say, God, forgive me for doing it. I ain't mean that. I was mad as hell. Because I have a conscience. But at the same time, if somebody, whatever the Lord wills on a person, punishment or whatever, that's on them. But the real reason people don't want you around, because your light shines upon all their dark energies. When you come around, you do shit correctly, which shines a light on their incorrectness of doing shit. You get what I'm saying? You got a different diet than most people, so they realize they should be eating like you, but they're not, because they too gratified in they fleshly desires that taste that pork chop. Oh, that pork chop look good as a motherfucker. The flesh is craving for it, not the spirit. But yeah, I want to eat the pork chop too, but damn, you know what? I'm gonna pass it up. Damn, my flesh want that pork chop like a motherfucker, but I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and guess what? Later on, nigga, I feel good like a motherfucker. I'm in a good mood, good spirits. I feel happy, and I don't know why I feel happy. I ain't smoked a blunt, I ain't smoked no weed, but I feel high of life because I'm feeding my body certain things that's gonna make it feel good later on down the road. Instead of eating all this pork and shit and all this unhealthy foods, and I still eat unhealthy foods too, but I don't eat no motherfucking swine. But I still eat a lot of unhealthy foods that I'm trying to turn away from. And the thing is, one thing is, I test my body a lot with certain foods. Sometimes I eat certain foods. It was at a point in time where I went back and ate a few pieces of pork just to see how my body would feel and how it would feel without it. Realized when I ate pork, I felt more sluggish, more tired. I had heartburn like a motherfucker. I felt I was catching colds more, getting sick more. When I stopped eating that shit, I didn't have none of that. No headaches, none of that. And that goes with a lot of food, a lot of different foods that we eat, man. But for us to expand that light within us, we have to eat these life-giving foods instead of this dead food that's bringing death to us. Because you got to think about it. Meat is dead, right? So when you put it in your body, what you think? What kind of cells you think that your body is taking? It's taking in dead cells from the flesh of the meat that you eat. which is probably poisoning all your human cells and things and causing you to think and act a certain way. That's why people act like animals, because we eat a lot of animals. Why you think we always trying to kill and hurt each other like animals do? Why you think motherfuckers just ruthless out here? Because they got an animal mentality. And the animal kingdom is ruthless. See, animals don't know nothing about. Animals just know how to survive. And as humans, we starting to get to like that. We starting to get so caught up in this worldly situation where all we know how to do is just survive, and we becoming cutthroat just to survive. Instead of saying, you know what, let me live in spirit, and I know how to survive through all things. I don't even need to cut the next person's throat to survive, because the spirit's gonna provide for me. I don't need to go step on this man's toe to feed my family, because I'm bringing in blessings by doing the right thing. There ain't nothing wrong with doing the right thing. Why y'all motherfuckers think y'all lame because y'all doing the right thing? Why do y'all think that? You a gangster for doing the right thing, because the world think that they're lame for doing the wrong thing. I mean the right thing. To stand out and to be different is gangster to me. Because that's almost telling the world, man, fuck what you think. I'm going to be me. If you don't like it, then hell, I don't know what to tell you, but I like it and I love it. And somebody else going to like it and love it because you like it and love it. It's your boy, Nine Royalty. Peace and light, and I'm out, and I hope y'all get this message, man. Whoever tunes into this message is definitely for you. It's your boy. I'm out. Welcome to Good News and Divine Warning Ministries. Until next time, the light will shine.